Guesty Boro Fan TV, I'm outside the Riverside. I have Chris with me. Chris, were you happy with the last home game of the season?
Yeah, perfectly. Randolph done. Obviously let that goal in, but we come back 2 goals within the first half. That's amazing. But there's only one player we have to realise what's doing all the work. It's at the back it's Shotton. In midfield it's Clayton. No, Bettage. Then it was Britt who was holding it up. That's what we need to work for next season. If we don't work it, we're not going to go up at all.
Lewis Wing came back in today, like you say, come back and got us a goal.
That was amazing. What a beauty of a goal as well. But the goalkeeper should not come off the line. What the heck happened to him? Just dropped it in a matter of 5 seconds.
Is that us done then, Chris? Can you see us reaching the playoffs, or is that our season over now?
We can reach the playoffs. We just need Derby County to lose their last match. That's it. They lose that one match. They've gone. They've gone from the actual thing itself.
Chris, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV. Well, we've beaten Reading 2-1 in our last home game. I have Big Dave with me. Dave, I know you've been away for a lot of this year.
I was away for 4 months.
And how do you feel now?
I'm like I say, we've finished the home campaign on a win. That's good positive. Like I say, 4 months I spent away, and I was thinking, yeah, we'll be definitely in the playoffs. I'd already booked my leave. I'd thought about my Wembley tickets. Yeah, I didn't think for 1 minute that we were going to slip out of it and have that run of 6 defeats.
Do you think Booking.com's going to be busy this week, getting a few cancellations, or is it still on?
I went to that Notts Forest game and we were absolutely dreadful. And to be honest, we probably don't deserve to go in the playoffs. And if we do get in the playoffs, yes, it'll be a bonus, but I think we'll fall flat on our face. The teams above us are a lot better than us, I think, certainly in an attacking sense. But today we've got Lewis Wing back. I mean, that was a nice surprise, wasn't it?
The difference with Lewis Wing in the side, where you've got a midfielder full of commitment and drive to get past the centre forward and to get in the box, it just makes a massive difference. Massive difference,
like you say, a massive difference. I thought his link-up play with Johnny Howson was exceptional. It's just like you say, if George Saville could be equally as good on the other wing, but yeah, for me, Lewis Wing, he's hit the post, then he scored, and then I think he nearly had another chance where he could have scored as well. So he could have had a hat-trick today. For me, man of the match. Really good to see the lad put in a great performance, I thought, today.
And that, like you say, this is our last home game, and the Championship Van Dijk, Big Flint, we're still waiting for him to get another goal.
We are, aren't we?
That's Dick Van Dijk, by the way.
Your jokes just get better every week, mate. You know what I mean? Like you say, Aidan Flint, he like last season, he was someone who you could rely on to pop up in the last minute and get a goal for you. We thought he'd get at least 5 this season, but he's only got 1. And when was it? When we beat Sheffield United 3-0, wasn't it? Yeah. And to think Sheffield United are more or less promoted, and look where we are struggling to make the playoffs. It's been a long, hard season of ups and downs, and a lot of downs for Boro fans. And
for the squad that we had, according to Pulis, do you feel as if we've done well to maintain our position in that top area of the Championship, or have we overachieved?
I think when you look at the squad as a whole, when you look at teams the way we went up last season, like Cardiff, it doesn't take a lot to get in, even in the top 2. Wolves last season were an exception. But like I say, I think to not even be in the playoffs now and to be looking at other results, it is bitterly disappointing. Pulis have probably said that we've had a few injuries and we haven't had enough money to go out and spend on players, and we've lost Danny Barth as well. It's a bit of a loss, and like I say, we've had to patch up our side a bit and put, like I say, square pegs and round holes. It's just like I say, I think they've got to think about next season, and we've got to really look at our whole setup of our team and look for something different. A lot of these teams are playing hard, fast, counter-attacking football, where we're set up where with Karanka, hard to beat. We need to get away from that, and that means we have to blood the youngsters. I said to you when we played Rochdale in that friendly, when we weren't signing players, we need to look at our youth and Lewis Wing and Tavernier have looked good when they've been in the team. Like, so that's where we need to go forward in this team, and hopefully we can make some shrewd signings and get a decent manager. You know what I mean? Like I said, Tony Pulis might still be here next season. You know what I mean? We don't know, do we? We don't know. So I'd like to see us get a young coach with fresh ideas and take this team forward next season. Premier League, it's a dream at the moment, and like I say, it's playoffs. I don't think we'll do it, but I think Derby will just have enough. They've got a home game on the last day. I even think, like Rotherham, you know what I mean, they got relegated today, you know, they'll probably put a strong performance in for their fans, seeing them out for the season. So, you know, I'm going to the Rotherham match. Are you know, are you going? All right, nice one. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game, like. But
Dave, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV. Guesty Boro Fan TV, I'm outside the Riverside. We've beaten Reading 2-1 in our final home game of the season. I have Joe with me. Joe, nice to get a win at the end, mate.
It's nice to get a win, but it's come at the wrong time though, isn't it? You know, the better part of the season where we could have sneaked into a playoff best, but we have to rely on other teams around us now. Well, we won today, but so did Derby. It's just feels like a loss considering the game the hand have got, so we're going to have to rely on those Swans and Wales to do us a favour in midweek. Guesty, that's all I can say, to be honest, mate.
I think we're relying on Derby to lose their next two games, and like you say, Bristol City is still in the mix, so it's a lot of ifs and buts at the moment. Well, there you go, Swansea is still in it, so yeah. It's like you say, it's a million miles away at the moment, Joe.
It's a million miles from where we need to get to the Premier League, that's for sure. You know, we would talk about at least another couple of years before we even get back there. But going to performance today, you know, Lewis Wing, a surprise for him to be in the team. You know, honestly, you know, considering he was going to be out for the season, but he turned out to be the difference maker in the first half. You know, getting that goal, and then Assombalonga stuck it in the penalty. But you know, this season, Guesty, it's been more downs than there were ups. Let's be fair. So next season, depending on who's in charge, more possibility will be Woodgate. Just have to give him a chance, you know, basically. Just go from there.
Do you think another season, do you think there's a possibility that Pulis could stay?
No way. No way after the season. No way I could say that done, so we'll probably come back here next season, to be honest. He'll be going at the end of his contract. But fair play to him, you know, for sticking around for this long. But I can see Rotherham, you know, being his last game, that's all I can say. Even if we you know, we get in the playoffs, I won't be surprised if we don't get past them Yorkshire tea leaves wearing white in the next round in the playoffs.
Joe, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV. Guesty Boro Fan TV, I'm outside the Riverside. We've beaten Reading 2-1 in our final home game of the season. I have Liam with me. Liam, must be going home at me after that today.
Yeah, but it's one of them ones where you don't know if you're in the playoffs, do you? So you don't know if it's worth playing for, to be honest with you. So it could be a disappointing end, the result, to be honest with you.
Typical Boro today. First half, absolutely played them off the park. Could have been 4-5-1 up by half time. Then second half, you can just see it coming, can't you? Where we just get deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah, well, it was like last season, to be honest with you, when we had Monk and we just sat back till the first goal went in against us. And then we started playing when we were 1-0 down. That's what we done last season with Monk, and it happened again today, but luckily we came back.
It's nice for a change to see us to come back from a goal down.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Give confidence to the players to go Reading, because hopefully if we can get the 3 points at Rotherham, I mean, obviously Derby draw or something, we can go to the playoffs.
Like you say, we're relying on Derby cracking, Bristol cracking. Do you still think it's a possibility, Liam? Are you still positive?
I don't know, it's a tough one to be honest with you. I don't know if... No, I'm not positive this season. Next season we'll go smash it next season.
Like you say, there's a few of them players who's been out there today. Do you think all them who are out there today will be here next season, or are we going to see a big cull again?
I don't care. We just need Randolph and McKell to sign them up. That's all we need, and we'll go up next season. If we lose them, we're gone.
Liam, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV.